Hi everyone. Today I am giving you explanation on the topic ptosis. This is the ptosis part 2 in which I'll cover only acquired ptosis. So now its definition. Acquired ptosis is basically that type of ptosis in which the person is not suffering from the ptosis by birth or since birth. In the life of the patient some complications takes place due to which the person suffers from the ptosis. So it is not a condition which takes place in the life of a patient by birth. Now, depending upon its cause, it can divide it into four parts, or we can say that there are the four types of ptosis. First one is neurogenic ptosis, second one is myogenic ptosis, third one is aponeurotic ptosis, and the fourth one is mechanical ptosis. Let's discuss one by one. First one is neurogenic ptosis. It is caused by innervational defect, which means it is caused by a nerve defect. The nerves nerve defects such as third nerve palsy, the paralysis of the third nerve takes place, and the function of the third nerve is to control or give direction to the muscles. That what they have to do, controlling the function of the muscles. So due to this defect the neurogenic ptosis takes place. Next one is Horner syndrome. In this case, the disruption of a nerve pathway from the brain to face and the ptotic eye. There is a disruption in the nerve pathway which send messages from the brain to the face or the ptotic eye. In that nerve pathway disruption takes place, due to which Horner syndrome occurs. Next one is multiple sclerosis. This disease involving damage to the sheath and the nerve cell in the brain and spinal cord. Now, sheath is the covering of the nerve cell. Now, the covering of the nerve cell gets damaged in the brain and the spinal cord. These are the different conditions due to which neurogenic ptosis takes place. Let's move to the next one, myogenic ptosis. It occurs due to the acquired disorders of the LPS muscle. Now, disorders of the LPS muscle takes place. LPS muscle is a levator palpebrae superioris. This orangish is the levator palpebrae superioris or LPS muscle. The function of this nerve is to closes the eyelid. Some disorders of this muscle takes place due to which myogenic ptosis develop, or sometimes the diseases of the myoneural junction takes place. Myoneural means the junction of the muscle and the nerve. Some complications takes place in this due to which the disorders of this develop. Next one is myasthenia gravis. It is a kind of autoimmune disease in which there is no proper transmission done through the synapse. Synapses are the spaces which are present between the neurons. Now the messages is not proper transmitted through these spaces, due to which myasthenia gravis is developed. Next one is ocular myopathy. Eye muscle paralysis occurs. Last condition is dystrophia myotonica. In this case, the loosening of muscles takes place. All these are the conditions which are responsible for the myogenic ptosis. Now the third one is aponeurotic ptosis. This developed due to the defects of the levator aponeurosis in the presence of normal functioning of the muscle. Now, while the normal functioning of the muscles takes place, at that time, levator aponeurosis defects occur. The word aponeurosis is a kind of thin tissue whose defects takes place. It is common above the age group of 50 to 60 years. When the patient is above the age of 50 to 60 years, then aponeurotic ptosis develop. In some cases, it includes different conditions. First one is senile ptosis, means age-related ptosis. Next one is post-operative ptosis, means after operation, after surgery, the ptosis develop. Next one is traumatic dehiscence. Now, it takes place due to the trauma. When the trauma takes place or injury to the eye takes place, then the wound opens up, due to which aponeurotic ptosis takes place. Last one is ptosis due to aponeurotic weakness. Now, due to that thin tissues weakness, the ptosis takes place. Next type is mechanical ptosis. It occurs due to the excessive weight in the upper eyelid. Sometimes on the upper eyelid excessive weight takes place. Excessive weight occurs, due to which mechanical ptosis takes place. It is seen in the patient with lid tumors. Sometimes abnormal cell growth takes place on the lid of a patient, due to which mechanical ptosis develop. Sometimes multiple chalasia occurs, which means more than one chalazion present on the single eyelid of a patient. It is a painless nodule which is present on the eyelid of a patient, due to which the excessive weight on the upper eyelid increases. Sometimes lid edema, which means the swelling of the lid. Next one also occurs due to the scarring. Cicatricial ptosis. Cicatricial ptosis is a condition which takes place when the healing of the wound takes place. So at that time mechanical ptosis get developed. Next, it also occurs in the patients with ocular pemphigoid. It is a kind of autoimmune disease, and the trachoma. Trachoma is a kind of bacterial infection. Okay, this was the end of the acquired ptosis and the types of the acquired ptosis. Thank you.